Hey, welcome back to Thief Gold. We are just beginning the mission Assassins. Hey, isn't it weird that we're just supposed to loot the Hammer Temple and yet this mission is called Assassins? Wonder what that's about. Anyway, hey Farkas, how's it going? Oh no!
That was meant for me.
Yes, I'm sure it was Garrett in the window. He's dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me. But only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
Alright, so we have a follow the NPC kind of mission here. I'm just gonna grab everything from Farkas' shop, including the bread. And then we'll follow these guys. So there's a lot of hate for this type of mission, which I understand to some extent. But it never bothered me with this one. It's just fun to see the cityscape. Fun to deal with NPCs in a different kind of way. And it's not too annoying. They do take a slightly different route each time. Something else to watch out for. Fortunately, these NPCs don't give you much trouble. Do have a guard though. Come on, man.
Someone following us? Don't see anything now.
I think it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
Alright, so we have a new set of objectives here. We trailed our thugs successfully. They led us right back to Ramirez's place. I think he may have been mentioned in the previous episode. Maybe not. I think he maybe gets a mention in the next one. Regardless, he's sort of a criminal leader in the city. And so what we're now tasked with doing is taking the purse right off of his belt. We also need to loot his mansion for 2,000 worth of valuables. We need to get his prized silver fire poker, so we'll be looking for that around fireplaces, I guess. And then we need to get out of the mansion without killing anybody. We have a pretty detailed map, actually, of the city, which kind of makes sense. Garrett would know, all these streets pretty well. This part of the city, by the way, does not connect to Bafford's, so you can't find, like, the outside of Bafford's Manor, which is fine. It's a different sort of district, so this is a completely new zone, so to speak. So here's the mansion. We don't have a lot of information about this. We know there's a first floor, second floor, basement, and there's guards. So that's all that we know currently. Now, we could go in through the main entrance, but we do have some other ways of getting inside. The easiest one that I know of is to get by rope ladder up there. So let's take a look at what we have in addition to our sword and blackjack. We've got 40 broadhead arrows, 6 water arrows, 3 fire arrows, 4 moss arrows, 3 rope arrows, and a couple of noisemaker arrows as well. So all pretty good. In addition to our compass, we've got a loaf of bread, 3 flash bombs, and our lockpicks, as well as the lockpicking instructions, which I'll just put on the screen here for a second if you want to see how that works. So basically, we're going to switch manually between the 2 lockpicks to see what's going to work in terms of opening up things. Let's see if we can get over this wall. Can't mantle up here, but this is the big wall outside Ramirez's mansion, but there is a ladder over there we can use. Alright. There we can see a guard with a torch behind him. That's sort of the main entrance. This way is a little more promising. We'll probably take a little damage falling down here. Yep. Get some of that back with our bread. There's the mansion itself. So there's lots of entrances here. We can get on that balcony and inside there. Guards do patrol down there. And this is a potentially loud tile roof. I think we made it. Alright, so first lockpicking. Start with a triangle-toothed one. Gets us in, no problem. Now, there are no fire pokers around this fireplace, but we do have a secret we could find if we check the library. I think right around here, yeah, that book is going to swing open sort of a secret entrance. We'll do this in a moment. First, I want to get the stuff that's up top.
Peaceful, isn't it? Enjoy it while it lasts,
Oh.
friend. His fatness will be back soon to make our lives miserable again.
Where is he then? I haven't seen him tonight.
Down in the cellar again, counting his loot. I hope he stays down there all night.
So a couple of servants basically telling us that the master, that'd be Ramirez, is down in the cellar, counting his loot, so we'll want to get down. We just picked up something there. I think, yeah, that was a speed potion. For this room, we've got some loot. A lot of it, actually. So let's go back to the library. Well, actually, there's more on this floor. We will come back here, though. Got someone coming. Let's actually see what he's got. A key. Alright, so there's creatures in the basement. Alright, he's gonna patrol around. See if that key works here. Nope. Nope, that key doesn't work on this floor, apparently. So this looks like Ramirez's master bedroom. There's a ring on the floor here. And we picked up another key. Basement key. Alright, so that silver key is for the courtyard, bronze one for the basement. That'll be useful later. You do have a parchment here. So here Ramirez talking about Cragscleft Prison, one of his tough boys being taken there, and sort of just doing some general intimidation. Now that torch putting out thing is very cool, and it's something that's added with one of the mods. I can't remember, but it's not in the vanilla game, which is why you haven't seen me do that, even though there have been a few places, I think, where I could have doused torches. There are also a few other light sources that the mods make dousable with water arrows. So I'm trying to keep things as close to vanilla as possible. This fireplace is bigger than sort of expected. Sure enough, there's a lever. Let's try that again. Alright, it goes back over there, but there's also something over here. A diamond. There's that fire poker. So we've got that. We still don't have enough loot. But we're close, 1630. purse to bring that up to 1730. This, I believe, just lets off onto a balcony. Yeah, so this is one potential way to get back out, but it's not optimal, because it basically just leads back towards the front gate. There's nothing in here. So now I think we can go back to the library. And here's a letter from Bafford, tying back to the first mission about the breach in the Dreckbone pit. And here's some more lore. The Old Quarter. We don't know much about this yet. Walking evil, Hammerite suspicion, and a lot of loot potentially in that walled-off part of the city. $1930, so we're almost to our 2000. We will still need to get Ramirez's pouch off of him, though. So let's try that book.
I thought Quince and Jacko were on watch tonight.
The boss sent them on a special errand. Some fellow he wants dead. A thief. Name of Garrett.
I've heard of him. Garrett. No one to be trifled with. That's what I heard.
Not anymore if he's had a visit from those two.
Alright, there's another kind of yellow key that these guards have. And a chest over there near a desk. Alright, so these stairs go back up to the second story. We need to eventually get down to the basement. Okay, there is some loot around here. Not hearing anything in that room. It sounded like that guard was unlocking and then relocking that door. is coming back. And actually, we don't want to go this way because that's sort of the main entrance. Sort of sit in here for a moment. Alright, don't hear him coming, actually. Just an empty, dark room. Alright, this goes down to the basement. Let's see if there's any other things we can do up here, though.
Babies.
What? Why me?
The boss thinks his nasties don't get enough affection. You'll be down there rubbing their tummies.
I'll quit first. See if I don't.
So this is the courtyard. And now these guys are going to be around. I hear someone else coming as well. Okay. Alright, this is back the way we came. I think we can probably follow this guy down, actually. We've got our loot objective now. Over 2,000, so if we can get Ramirez's purse, we'll be all set to move on. That's the way down. Here we go. So this is another way up to the first floor. We've got sort of a kitchen. And that servant's going to move in a little bit, I would say. Yep. bringing some food down. And he does have a key with him. There's no one else in the kitchen. But there are servants nearby. We're getting some hints about what Ramirez's babies are.
You know, the barricades.
The closed areas? Not a chance. I hear the dead walk there.
I heard the buildings were evil spirit stone. They gobbled up who lived there. I don't know what that was.
There's a different moon. One that takes all the light.
Won't catch me down that way.
Not me, neither.
So I guess some servants talking about undead. So I'm going to go ahead and eat a deer leg here. I thought that would have brought me up to more health. But we're going to wait for this servant to come back. Okay, he's brought Ramirez his food, but I want that key. Down here. So that's a basement key. And let's put out this torch. If we lock that behind us, I think that will mean that servant's not coming back. We have his key. Alright, here we are. There's Ramirez.
Maybe I should send some muscle after the stone group. I think the taxes will get covered from the fund.
It may be time for me to move along now. Don't want to wear out my welcome.
So we do indeed have the purse. There's a stack of coins over there, a flash bomb, speed potion, some chests. So I'm not sure if that servant's going to come. I hope not. He is coming. Okay. I guess he must have another key made or something.
Maybe I should send some muscle after the stone group. I think the taxes will get covered from the fund.
Alright, I need to find a way to get over there.
Jeff's leg broken. Can't defy me like that.
he's going to be here for a while. Alright. I don't know if I dare do anything else. There's a key over there, which would allow me to get into these chests, I believe. But I think we'll just leave it like this. Couple of sets of footprints up ahead. Alright, both going the same direction. Alright, so now it's time to get out of the mansion. But there's one part of this mission. We've met all of our objectives. We could just get out and be done. But one part of this mission that I absolutely love is hitting the alarm, which gets us a new set of objectives. So let's do that. Certainly breaks Ghost, but it gives you more to do. So now, instead of just getting out of the mansion, we're going to have to get back to our home base. That objective's going to update as soon as we get out, so to speak. Okay, let's get like up here. Easiest way off the grounds is not back through, because we can't actually come the way we've made it over the wall, but down this way. So this gets us back into the city region.
Those fellas don't seem too friendly.
Let's get to a sort of safe place. Okay, this is not as much shadow as I was expecting. Get over here. Alright, new objectives are head for the safety of your neighborhood. And so that's going to be home turf. Now we're currently over here, and so we've got a few different ways we can go. Some of them are sort of under through the sewer and the waterways, and some of them are sort of the long way around the streets. There's a bit of randomness here. Guards follow pretty tight paths, and they're all on some form of alert, as we'll see here. They're sort of in the, I guess, level 2 alert, clearly looking for something, but not knowing where I am. So they're following patrols now, and so they're going to move a little more slowly than normal. Basically, we're looking to go kind of southeast from our current location. Wondering if that door might be good. Let's try this. So there's a ladder there up to the street level, I think. Here's another one. Okay, so this is like that metal bridge that we crossed over way at the beginning of the mission.
Hey, you!
Oh,
You'll not be so cheery when my brothers arrive.
okay. He saw me, but he's not going to be able to get to me, so we'll go back this way. Let's take a look at what we have with us. Okay, 2,655 gold, 5 flash bombs, these keys which are not useful anymore, and a speed potion, so that could be helpful. Otherwise, 10 water arrows and 8 moss arrows, so that could be useful. There's a guard right there. Stationary. Looks like he's kind of stuck, actually. There's another one. I think I want to go that way. Okay. All right, so the question is, are they going to come over here? And if so, are they going to brush up against me if I'm in this corner?
Hey! Come out at once!
Alright, there's one guard, but that's it. Home free. Okay, so not too bad. That street part of the mission is always fun, a little unnecessary, of course, but it's a kind of a fun challenge. It's very rare that I make it through that part of the mission without getting seen, because the guards just have such kind of tight patrols, and there's usually multiple of them around each other. But we did pretty well. We only came about 50 short of the total loot in the mission. I'm trying to think where that was. I think there were some downstairs rooms, like sort of barracks where guards were located that we didn't get. But otherwise, pretty good. We had the one knockout there with the flash bomb. Otherwise, we did a pretty good job of making it through the mansion part without being detected. So let's continue to the next mission.
I was going to pay Lord Randall and his vase collection a visit, but the Downwind Thieves Guild beat me to the score. Word is that they haven't divvied the booty yet. Apparently their leaders, Donald and Reuben, are arguing over the prized sapphire vase. Sounds like they could use a third party to settle their disagreement. Since I'm no mediator, I'll just steal the vase from them. They'll be so busy blaming each other, no one will suspect an outsider. The Downwinders run a gambling den called the Overlord's Fancy, which operates under a nearby restaurant. The guild's hideout is beneath the casino. I have a rough map of the complex I got from sources from the inside. Once I'm in the Overlord's Fancy, I'll have to search for the secret entrance to the hideout. I have to be careful. The Downwinders know me all too well. If they catch sight of me, they'll know who took the vase. Assuming they don't just kill me for trespassing. Finding the vase may prove difficult since I have no idea where it is. Should be a hot topic of conversation among the Downwinders. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to overhear where they're stashing it. Time to make a living.
All right, so the next one is Thieves Guild. This is the first mission added by Thief Gold. There are two others that we'll see, of course, but Thieves Guild is the first new one. And this one has really a notorious reputation. I was quite surprised, actually, when I first started going online and looking at forums about the game, that people hated this mission, Thieves Guild. It is a very large mission. It's set in the sewers. Apparently that's a bit of a cliche. It's also just got a lot of ways to get lost, and there's a particular way you have to do the mission. As we will see when we get to it in the next episode, there are these two criminal guild leaders in two completely different sides of the sewers. We need to find that one of them has the key to the safe where the vase is kept, and the other one has the vase. So if you do things out of order, you're going to find that you'll need to backtrack across this very, relatively large, winding, lots of different side passages mission, and then come all the way back to actually get the loot. So, paying attention and doing things in order is something you absolutely have to do. Now, I really like this one. It is really challenging, and the likelihood that we're going to be undetected is pretty much zero. I'm just going to say that right at the outset. There are, of course, ways to ghost this by far better players than I, but again, where we're doing a non-reloading run, the goal is just to keep that to a minimum if we can at all, and also to try to avoid blackjacking people and so on unless we're busted. So what we have to do here in the next mission will be to break into the gambling den, then get down into the Thieves Guild, and then find where that sapphire vase is located. This has a lot of loot along with it, so 2,000 is what we're going to require. Now the vase itself counts as part of that, so that's going to make things a little bit easier. And then we'll need a prized bracelet as well. Don't kill anyone, and then get back to the streets. So we kind of know what we're going into with this one. And I'm going to go for some flash bombs. I know it seems like the coward's way out, but we can afford it, so let's do it. Mines are going to be pretty useless to us here. There are a few creatures that we could kill, I think. But it's very unlikely that we're going to be using mines to do that. Just a few spiders. I guess one noisemaker arrow might be okay. Notice we haven't used them at all yet. So it's the kind of thing that I would tend to use almost as a last resort. Let's see, a speed potion. I don't know that we'll need this. Let's see, we have 2 rope arrows. That should be enough. I don't know that we're going to need really more than 1. So I think we should be all set with that. Let's grab a speed potion just to be sure. Let's grab 3 more water arrows to bring us up to 10. Let's go with a bunch of moss arrows, I guess. I don't know exactly how many we're going to use, but I guess that should be good. And some healing. And let's finish it up with another moss arrow. And that should be it. So we'll get to the starting point of the mission, and then we'll leave it here. I'll check you out in the next one. Take care until then.